Good morning, everyone. I welcome and extend a warm welcome to all of you to the inauguration ceremony of our 3 days workshop on empowering Indic languages through generative AI. We're all honored to have your gracious presence here today. This workshop is organized by OdiaGenAI in collaboration with KIIT uh, and this aims to explore the transformative potential of generative AI, empowering our rich Indic languages. Before we proceed with the event, let us start with a small welcome song.
Thank you, Anyasa. If you are here, just on your video. She is our second year students of MCA. Anyasa Ratha. If you are there, just on your video. Otherwise, Sanskriti, let's proceed to the next.
Thank you for that beautiful rendition. Now I'm delighted to invite Dr. Shanti Priya Parira, the senior scientist at Silo AI Finland and the founder of OdiaGenAI, to deliver the welcome address. Dr. Parira is an excellent AI expert with almost 15 years of experience in software development and architecture, also specializing in machine learning, deep learning, and NLP. He has led NLP tasks in EU Edge 2020 and InnoSuite projects with all the publications in some top tier conferences and journals.
Okay, thank you, thank you all. So, a warm welcome to all the participants and all the dignitaries and all the members who have joined this workshop. And before proceeding, maybe I have a few slides. Maybe quickly I can go through it. Let me share my screen. Is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So, as we say, so Quickly, I'll go through the overview, like why we're organizing this workshop. So the main purpose of workshop organization is to promote the generative AI, and particularly for Indic languages, as the generative AI is growing and it is one of the major trend in the tech world now. And uh, everybody is interested to know like the indefinite means a lot of potential areas are what are the applications we can do using generative AI. And in this same context, ODIA generative AI, we are trying to build a different resources, including language models, web app using generative AI. And we are majorly focused on Indic languages because the actually in the diverse country like in India, actually we have different languages, different dialects, and so all this technology to reach to the mass or to the common people, actually we need to focus or build some resources, then only these technologies can be happened and it can reach to the people. And in using in the same thought process, actually we started Odia Generative AI, and keep on doing it. And you can in the subsequent sessions you can come to know exactly our activities. So I'll not go in details, but for this workshop, for whom this workshop is mostly interested, like we wanted mainly to student researchers or any any persons who is interested in generative AI, they can join these sessions and they can learn it. And for I'm thankful to all the organizing committee members who are part of this workshop. I have uh, we have across world like different researchers or from academics and industries, they are part of the organizing committee. And all this arrangement actually it could not have been done using without the active contribution from our volunteers. So many volunteers are like our interns who are doing internship with the Odia Generative AI, and also many researchers from academics and also from industry, like who want to contribute for something for the society, they are also part of our team. And I have listed some of the names, but also we have lot of supporters. And mainly this workshop organizers Dr. Satyaranjan Das. He is one of the main workshop coordinator, so he will be coordinate all the workshop and all the sessions. So you will come to know in all the sessions actually you will found him. And the major supporters for this workshop is YTS and ODIAs in machine learning. So they are supporting mainly primarily ODIAs in machine learning, primarily in AI and machine learning. And YTS is old organizations mostly in information technology society, so they are supporting this workshop. And also we have some industrial partners, Dublin AI and the Numanus Research Private Limited. They are also supporting this event by they are also like promoting the promoting different sessions, and also they are providing prizes to encourage students. And also about participant institutions, actually we have got lot of responses. So not only in India, all the major Indian institutions, they are participating, including IIT, NIT. So triple IT. So okay, I have not put all the names, but even from India and abroad also many universities are participating in this workshop. So we have got around 550 registrations, and this is the distribution. So most of the students are graduate, although we have also a good amount of students from masters and uh, PhDs as well. And the schedule already there, we have a 3 day schedule. So I'll not go through details, but the schedule is already circulated with all us. And from all the 3 days, actually we have inviting many speakers from who are doing excellent jobs in generative AI, particularly in academic and in industry. So you will come to know, and they will have their sessions. So I'll not go into details about their session details, but throughout all the 3 days, you'll come to know. So try to attend those sessions. Actually, not the two reason is there here whom we invited. One is like who are doing very good job in India, particularly in Indic LLM space, and also like in other countries like where they have done excellent jobs in building LLMs in their language. Also, we have invited them so that we can also learn from them. So that is the idea of inviting all the speakers. And also some of the guidelines we have set, like as it is a virtual workshop, and more than 500 participants are joining, so we have set some guidelines. So and we advise all to follow these guidelines, like this is based on invitation, so don't share these meeting links, and also try to use your institution name so that we can come to know. And also subsequently we'll provide some feedback form, so try to fill it. And also try to maintain the discipline during the sessions. And also we can provide the certificate for all the participants who at least attend more than 70% of the sessions. And I request, if you have any queries or clarification, you can ask Dr. Satya or other session chairs. uh, so as I said, we can also follow like our we have in social media handles where you can also follow about our latest update. So those are from my end, because I'll not take much time, but at the end I can say that okay, uh, try to learn as much as possible during these sessions. Actually you will get we are trying to apart from sessions, we are trying to organize different events. Poster sessions are there, pitch sessions are there, demos are there. So I request all to actively participate. And for any also try to connect with us for any future update, which we are doing time to time, all this kind of workshop. So that's all from my end. And again I like to thank all the participants who have shown their interest, and all the speakers who have agreed to come and join this workshop, and all the dignitaries. And also special thanks to KIIT who encourage us to organize this, and also all the Dublin AI and Tanumanas, like who are supporting us in this workshop, and YTS and ODIs in AI, who are always support us. So thank you. Now I am hand over to Sanskriti.
I would call Dr. Satya to give the introduction to Dr. Kusum Lata's address.
Thank you, Sanskriti. So, good morning, one and all present here. A warm welcome to our Honorable BC Sir, Professor Saranjit Singh, who has always motivated us, all the faculties, to conduct this type of workshop. I also welcome to Mr. V. Venkatagiri, who is the Chief Technical Officer in KIIT Fintech. With a short notice, he has agreed to join this meeting. Our esteemed Registrar, Professor Janarajan Mahanti, his support is always with us. Any kind of help required, he's always within a minute only, he's going to give the permission to do this type of workshop. And also welcome to Dr. Swarup Misra, who is a research scientist in Google DeepMind. Professor Kalyan Marin Shao, who is working as a professor in Artois University, France. Dr. Kusum Lata, who is working as associate professor in Sayada University. And all the participants, volunteers, organizing committee members, and my faculty colleagues to this inauguration session of the workshop. And some of the resource person also has joined. So welcome to all to this workshop titled Empowering Indic Languages Through Generative AI. So in recent years, we have been remarkable advancement in the field of AI, particularly in the field of generative AI. This is not a new thing. This is you can say the extended version of the GAN this previously we have generative adversarial network, the advanced version of this one. So this sophisticated algorithm has the remarkable ability to generate new contents, whether it is an image, whether it is a text, or even entire virtual world, by learning from the vast amount of data. So definitely we are facing problem to finding the GPU every time we are contacting and collaborating with other institute to get the GPU. So we thought to start some work on LLM by the help of some open source model like Llama, Gamma, GPT-4. All these are available, which are used by the ChatGPT and BART. As many work has already been done in rich languages like English, French, or other European languages, we thought to start our work in Odia languages. So Dr. Kusumlata ma'am will tell all the details about this OdiaGen initiative we have taken within this 1 year. And within this 1 year, we have released a lot of tools, product, and also published some good papers on LLM in Odia and with other languages also. Now, Hindi and Bengali, we have published some work and some products also we have designed, and which is also acknowledged by Meta, Hugging Face, and many media houses throughout the world. Recently, Hugging Face has agreed to start a project of 15 languages of India with us titled Sanskrit Bench, bridging NLP and Indian culture richness, leading by our research, leading by our researcher of OdiaGenAI, Gunit Singh Kohli, who is working in Grey Orange in collaboration with KIIT University and Artes University of France. So in this workshop, we have more than 550 participants has joined across the globe, as Santi told, like from IITs, NITs, and triple IITs, KIIT, and all other institutes from India and abroad. Many of our participants are outside KIIT, so I want to show a small video on our KIIT and KIIS so that they know about our KIIT and KIIS. So just a minute, I am going to share the video of KIIT and KIIS. 1 minute each one.
Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, KIIT, is one of the most promising and widely acclaimed universities offering professional education to around 40,000 students from all over India and 2,000 international students from 65 countries across the globe. It has achieved milestones of good rankings from all prestigious ranking bodies in India and across the globe. As a very young university, only 19 years old, and 25 years as an institution, it has remarkably broken its own records. KIIT has been ranked as the 16th best institution in India among both government and private educational institutions, according to the National Institute of Ranking Framework by the Government of India. Furthermore, KIIT has been reaccredited with an A++ grade, the highest grade possible, by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAAC. It is the top university in India among the private higher education Indian universities as ranked by Atal Ranking of Institutions on Innovation Achievements, ARIA, Government of India for 2 consecutive years. KIIT is ranked in the cohort of 601 to 800 in the Times Higher Education World University Ranking. Computer Science Engineering ranks in the cohort of 301 to 400 in the world. Additionally, all programs at KIIT have been granted the highest accreditation status, Tier 1, by the National Board of Accreditation (NBA), based on the norms of the Washington Accord for a period of 6 years. KIIT has also attained an impressive position in the Times Higher Education Young University Rankings 2023, ranking among the top 151 to 200 institutions in the world. KIIT has also received prestigious accreditations for its engineering courses from the Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology (ABET) in the USA and the Institution of Engineering and Technology in the UK. KIIT University is widely recognized for its quality education, research and innovation, global outreach, state-of-the-art infrastructure, impeccable placements and contributions to sports. Welcome to the university taking India forward, KIIT.
Thank you very much. Now I am going to share another video of keys.
Institute of Social Sciences, or KISS Bhubaneswar, India, is the world's largest fully free residential educational institution. It provides free education from kindergarten to post-graduation and beyond. Accommodation, nutritious food and comprehensive healthcare, sports and vocational empowerment to over 80,000 underprivileged indigenous children, 30,000 students in Bhubaneswar, 40,000 alumni and 10,000 students in 10 satellite centers in 10 districts of Odisha. 65% of its student body is female. KISS, deemed to be university, is the first and largest exclusive tribal university in the world. KISS has been successfully implementing the Sustainable Development Goals 2030. KISS is the recipient of UNESCO International Literacy Prize 2022. It is a unique educational initiative for social transformation and change.
Thank you very much. So before I'll call to Kusumlata ma'am. So I want to share about the OdiaGenAI. So OdiaGenAI is not a company or something like that. It's a community where so all the researchers throughout the world, they are working company in Ecomedia. They are together. We are working for the society, building model for the researcher, and also giving free internship to all the students throughout all the institutions in the world. So they are joining and we are giving the free internship. And we are also, our models also available freely for all the researchers. Our data sheet is also available for all the researchers. So we are giving something to our society. So on this, I want to say something about about a thought, which is the brainchild of our founder, that is your art of giving. So we are going to celebrate 11th anniversary of Art of Giving. So I will just go through that one, though this is not a forum to discuss this thing, but our society, our community is only to giving something to the nation, to the society, or to the students. So like that, on that only one third, which is the brainchild of our Saman sir. So we are going to celebrating the 11th anniversary of AOG. So I'll share the link in chat box. So within this, you can visit, and if you want to member of this AOG, you can join. So I will share the link in chat box. Thank you very much. Now over to Sanskrit. Thank you very much. And thanks to all join here, our BC sir, Jana sir, to register sir, and all the Venkat sir, and all the speakers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. For those who don't know, let me give a brief introduction about Dr. Satyaranjan, sir. So he is the coordinator at the School of Computer Science at Computer Applications in KIIT University itself. And Dr. Das is a prominent figure in AI research and education that is dedicated to fostering advancement in language technologies. So thank you, sir. Thank you for your speech. It was really insightful. Now I would like to invite Dr. Kusumlata Patyal for giving a short introduction on OdiaGenAI. She is a professor in Thapar University and has been a long-standing member with OdiaGenAI. So, ma'am, please come on to the dais and give your.
Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. So screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So as Dr. Satya sir already discussed about how they initiated, how we have initiated this OdiaGenAI. So just go through in the brief what we have done here for specifically for a Indic language with the generative AI. So before discussing about OdiaGenAI, I think we should know about what is generative AI. So generative AI is just like to generate the data, generate the content, which can be audio, code, image, text, videos, and we have some algorithms, artificial intelligence algorithms, which will be used to create that particular content. So for example, everyone use ChatGPT, Perplexity. All these are the examples of generative AI. By using AI, we are generating a text. So what are the motivation here? Uh, in So here, as already we have many large language model which support the multilingual, including this ODI language also. So the performance of the various tasks, I can say the content generation, question answering system. If you say that ChatGPT is also a question answering system, could we improve due to the amount of ingested data for a ODI? Because if we have a large amount of data, then the model can be trained properly, then accuracy would be better than that. So so LLM supporting the ODI language which fails to understand the context. So that's why we motivated to develop LLM for specifically ODI language, so that it can be able to understand the context, in which context what they are saying. So, and also one more is like, there is already the LLM are available which is having a subscriptions or fees for that. So the our motivation to provide the LLM freely, which is freely available for a research purpose. So the uses and bias of data input to these LLM also in question. So this is one point also. So what our team aim to build a pre-trained ODI LLM, fine tune that LLM and instruct LLM. So initially, as this OdiaGenAI is a collaborative initiative which conducts the research on generative AI and the large language model for a ODI language. So initially it starts with the ODI language, but then again we started with the other Indic languages. So ODI generative AI initiative aims to utilize the power of AI in building generative AI and LLM based technology and the solutions for the overall development of Odisha and Odia language to the collaboration among the Odia technologies. So as already Dr. Satya sir already discussed that, initially we started with the Odia and then extended this work for other Indic languages as for a Hindi language, Bengali language. So what is the initiative are to build the LLM for a ODI language. So whatever the codes and models and the data set we have used or developed, that will be freely available for a non-commercial and research purpose. You can find from through the Hugging Face, and also there are in a GitHub. So there are some use cases where it can be applicable, like education, healthcare, governance, tourism, agriculture, and the industrial applications. So in this OdiaGenAI community, we have a teams like Dr. Shanti sir, Sambit Shekhar, and Swatik Jaina, Abhijit Parida, Sumendra Kumar, Gunit Singh Kohli, Dr. Kusumalata, Dr. Sonal, and Professor Satya sir, and Devashish and AR. They both these Devashish and AR Kamaluddin both are AI engineer in our team, and the here are some of interns are here also in our team. As you are you will be able to see that these are from the different various institute, like if you say IIT Kanpur, like Bhubaneswar, IIT Bhubaneswar, then ISB Hyderabad. So and the one is a institute that Vidisha. So there are a lot of interns. They are also working with us with on this low resource languages. So there are some data set and models available, which is already discussed that through the Hugging Face for research purpose, and also there are source code which is available in the OdiaGenAI GitHub. So the link is also available here. So if you see here, we have a model which is developed for a Bengali language, Hindi language, and the Odia language. So there are these are also available through the Hugging Face. If you see here, If there is one more, one also model which is for English, and these are the data set available, freely available. Who can the researcher can use it for research purpose for Hindi, Odia, and Bengali language. So these are the data set available for. So the some of the activities we are doing in this community, like research, scientific publications, mentorship, app development, the workshop, hackathon participation. Few there are some activities we have done for that. So in the previous year, we have a one-day workshop on the generative AI and LLM. This workshop is an extension of this one-day workshop generative AI and LLM. So there is a one tool is developed, that is Olive Scraper, which is used to extract the ODR text data to pretrain the ODR LLM. It is a web scraper tool which is designed to extract the data from the website. If you see in the figure, like you can give the URL of that website, and it will collect the information for the further analysis and pre-processing. And this will be developed by Python, and it utilizes the various features to fetch and the parse and store the extracted data. And there are some features like you are extracting the data from multiple websites by providing the list of URL or using the sitemap. And this tool handle the different type of documents. It can be whether it is a type of PDF, whether it is a text, whether it is Word document, and will be export the extracted data in a various different formats such as JSON line or text file for easy storage and analysis. Olive Farm. So Olive Farm is designed to easily generate the LLM large language model instruction set in Indic language. Like why we are saying this instruction set? Because the data having in the pair of question and answers. So currently it will be supporting Odia and Hindi. We can easily extend for other language also. So this versatile tool will be having the input from various sources. You can give the URL, and you can also give the PDF document, plain text, and all this will be processed. And this Olive Form features have the collection of pre-existing templates and powered by the ChatGPT to streamline the process of generating instruction set. If you have seen in the diagram that you can select the language, you can select the which type of data you are giving, like in simple text you are giving, or you can give the URL, or you can give the PDF and the format of instructions questions. So this is Olive Form is to generating the instruction set. So Olive Whisper is one more tool which is actually having the input is audio. So it is fine-tuned using OpenAI Whisper model and trained using 90-hour speech of data common voice, which is fine-tuned using LoRa methodology and API based for easy integration. Again, this available in the GitHub. So what it will do, it will take the input audio, and then if you see there are actual audio text, whatever the audio is here, and here is a model output, the output generated by the model. So fine-tuned will be, as already we have pointed in the previous slide, that this LLMA model, which is using ODI instruction set, and this is the domain specific instruction set is there for a model fine-tuning, and the fine-tuning using LoRa methodology. And this is also available in the GitHub. Okay, so inference script is adapted from Alpaca LoRa, considering the base model LLM-27B with the build model weight. So as if you see there, as it work like this ChatGPT, this ODI GPT model, as a like you will give the questions and whatever you want to ask, and then answer will be there. So there are available demos in the in our website, like Olive Hindi GPT model, Olive chat demo also available. Also here is for Bengali GPT model also available there. And there are recent blogs for this, like OdiaGenAI release. OdiaGenAI has released the LLMA 3 fine-tune model, because this LLMA 3 fine-tune LLMA 3 is actually a latest version of LLMA. And OdiaGenAI releases a JAMA model with a extensive instruction for a Hindi language. The previous one is for a Odia language, and this is for a Hindi language. And also introduced the Quen-based pre-trained LLM for a Odia language. And OdiaGenAI also released the LLMA 2 fine-tune model for Odia. And there is also a generative chatbot for Odia language, like the comparison between ChatGPT and OdiaGenAI. So, and also there is instruction following the LLMA for a Bengali language. So these are the recent blogs for this community. And what we recently, the Meta has covered this Odia generative AI initiative in its in their community stories, and also OdiaGenAI has started to work on this one collaboration project with Sanskriti Bench, bridging the NLP and Indian cultural richness, that the Dr. Satya has already given some introduction about it. So, and also the OdiaGenAI released LLMA 3 fine-tuned model for Odia language, as I have shown in the previous slide, that recent blog for that also. This is which is fine-tuned LLMA 3 8B model, which is for a lower source language, that is Odia language. So thank you. This is for my from my side.
Thank you, Dr. Kusumlata, for the detailed overview. Now we have the privilege of hearing from Dr. Venkatagiri. He's a CTO of KIIT Fintech Bhubaneswar, India. Dr. Giri is a seasoned technology leader, having experience in extensive AI vision and strategy at an organizational level. He plays a crucial role in liaising between the data science and engineering teams to build and deploy analytical platforms and product at large scale. His expertise include AI consumption and frameworks, ML operations, and model assessment techniques. Dr. Venkatagiri, over to you.
Thank you. Just to give a brief about, before I start, I'm with my company is called KIIT Fintech. We manage, we are from basically a fintech, wherein we manage the mutual fund, and all your at least 50% of the mutual fund goes via us from the processing point of view. We also manage the corporate registry. When I say corporate registry, your pre-IPO, basically the IPO, pre-IPO, all those things we manage. We manage the alternatives. We manage the NPS, National Pension Scheme. These are and we build a lot of data lakes for analytics and reporting. That's the area we manage. So how we are relevant? Because we are from fintech, and this industry is basically because we manage majority of your finance. We happen to be your advisory, your supporter, everything to manage your finance. So coming back, I have been given like 5 minutes to talk, so I'll quickly try to squeeze in because a lot of students are there who have joined and listening. So first, I'll divide my talk into 3 parts. First, I'll quickly try to explain what is the difference between AI and GenAI. Then, what are the use cases we have implemented, like fraud we are working on, basically. One is fraud prediction and detection. That's one of the area. The analytics reporting, that's another area. And the third thing is on the infra. We have a massive AWS infra running for us. So how do we monitor, we tune, we improve on these systems, and how we have adopted the GenAI piece? I'll quickly cover, maybe it will be a pointers, but down the line, when I get a chance to talk in any of your program, I'll get into the details. So quickly to cover, when I say, when we talk about AI, it's like a smart computer program that can do tasks that usually need human intelligence. So it can be recognizing the way Madam has told, earlier speaker has told, they're recognizing voices, making decisions, problem solving, and understanding language. So the AI is all about making computers smart enough to do things which usually human do. GenAI is something, a special type of AI, which can create a new content, like a new text, image, music, videos, and all these things. So so that is the major difference. This is basically because a lot of students are there. I try to put a summary before I start my major financial discussion. So basically the examples are text generation, image creation, the music composition, all these things. So basically the Gen AI is all about creativity, making new things that that didn't exist before. Okay. So I'll quickly jump into the use cases. When I say use cases, first is fraud detection. So how fraud happens in a finance industry? I'll take a quick example. When you think of fraud, people invest in mutual funds. They let's say a person, a senior citizen who has invested and moved to US, that account is dormant, and what happens is the attackers, the fraud people, with the conjunction with some internal people, they start looking at this data. Who are the people? Which accounts are dormant for a long time? How do we get that money out? So first they try to change their phone number. Then once the phone number is changed, everything falls in place. So they create all false documents, and then they keep on changing. And the end result is first the phone number, then the account number, then you do a withdrawal. And that happens over a period of 8 to 10 months. Okay. So we as a GenAI, we try to predict like what is the potential area of fraud, which account has the potential to be attacked by fraudsters. So that's how we start. That's the area we are working on. I'll not get into the details on how we are doing, but fraud detection is one of the areas of every financial industry is interested in. And the second area is the analytics. I'll quickly put every investment you do in a mutual fund, we call it as liability to AMC. The asset side is where this money is taken and invested. Let's say you have 10,000 crores, which have received as an investment into a mutual fund. The fund advisor or fund accountant, he invests, fund manager basically, he invests the money into different stocks, he does the different investments. So there is an intelligence which he uses to do the investment. I was reading a recent article from, it was basically some analytics company, I think, yeah, Deloitte has published this article. So now so when you think of investment, right, what we do, we generally talk to our friends, relatives. We are dependent on some analysis in some of the websites like Zerodha or something, and we take a decision. Okay, this fund might grow. We invest in that, and we get a return. But what these days happening is the dependency on these sites, our friends, our families, is going down, and the dependency on GenAI is going up to get the advice on an investment. So I was looking into a graph this morning. I mean, the dependency on friends, family, and these kind of sites as going down, and it has gone up by 80% on GenAI. That's one of the analysis. Basically, the fund manager, every AMC has a fund manager who takes a decision where to invest and where not to invest, and how I can give a best return. So these decisions are slowly moving into GenAI. That's the important piece, that's a major use case which we are looking into. The third and final thing is analytics. We have a lot of data. I have petabytes of data. How do I crunch it? Yesterday, I was talking with one of my clients. He wanted, okay, I don't want any standard reporting. I don't want any standard analysis. If I write a set of text, I should get an outcome. How do I get a text and outcome? That's the question. So when we these kind of models which we are trying to work on, maybe when I get a chance, I'll get into the how part and how we have built it and analyzed it and how we are implemented it. I'll get into that. But one of the use cases is building analytics from the petabytes of data we have in our systems, and we build those reporting and give it to our customers. With that, I'll stop. I think my 5 minutes is over. If any further, deep dive is needed, definitely please do pull me. I can give a good deep dive into how we are doing it, how we are doing a fraud detection, how we are doing infrastructure analytics, how we are doing data analytics using GenAI. All these things I can cover. Thank you, KIIT, for inviting me.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Giri, for your valuable insight. Up next, we have Professor Kalyan Malini Sahu from the Artois University, France. Dr. Kalyan Malini holds a PhD in linguistics and has a distinguished career with extensive research in South Asian languages, contributing significantly to linguistic analysis and research methodologies. Over to you, Dr. Kalyan Malini.
Namaskar. Thank you, Sanskruti, for the introduction. Okay. Distinguished guests, respected organizers, and dear participants. And as Sanskruti said, I am Kalyan Malini Sahu, an Odia by heart, nature and culture professor at the University of Artois University in France. Today, I am addressing you all from France. It's with great honor and pleasure that I'm here today to participate in the inauguration of this exciting 3-day workshop on generative AI and its applications in the diverse Indic language landscape. And first and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the organizers of this event, OdiaGenAI, KIIT University, and OITS Bhubaneswar. Thank you for inviting me, a native Odia speaker and linguist, to deliver a lecture on Indian cultural richness. Your vision in bringing together researchers, developers, and language enthusiasts to explore the frontiers of language technology is truly commendable. As we embark on this immersive journey, let us celebrate the rich cultural and linguistic diversity of India. Our nation is home to a tapestry of languages, each with its unique history, traditions, and complexities. It's this very diversity that presents both challenges and immense opportunities for the advancement of natural language processing and generative AI. And I'm particularly excited to see how the discussions and hands-on experiences in this workshop will help us bridge the gap between cutting-edge technology and the preservation, revitalization, and enrichment of our Indic languages, including the lesser studied ones like Odia and other languages. To the esteemed participants gathered here today, students, professionals, language enthusiasts, a big cheer to your curiosity and dedication to harnessing the power of generative AI. Your presence here is a testament to your passion for shaping the future of language technology in India. Let us use this platform to exchange ideas, share insights, and collaborate in ways that will not only benefit our own endeavors, but also contribute to the larger ecosystem of Indic language AI. Together, let us embark on a journey of innovation, creativity, and cultural preservation. Thank you once again to the organizers, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, the respected Registrar, and all of you for this wonderful opportunity, including the volunteers. I'm confident that the next 3 days will be filled with enlightening discussions, inspiring presentations, and innovative solutions that will redefine the landscape of language technology in India. With that, I'm looking forward to an exciting workshop and immersive learning for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Over to Sanskrit.
Thank you, Professor Sao. We're really honored to have you here. Next, we have Dr. Swaroop Mishra, the research scientist at Google DeepMind USA. Dr. Mishra's key research contributions include instruction tuning and various prompt engineering to improve the mathematical reasoning and instruction bias. Over to you, Dr. Mishra.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Sanskruti, for the introduction. Thank you, Dr. Das, Dr. Parida, for inviting me. I'm also an Odia, currently based in California, joining from US. So it's around 10 in the midnight, but yeah, pretty excited to join and meet all of you. Regarding me, I'm a research scientist at Google DeepMind, working on Gemini. I think most of you already know what Google DeepMind and Gemini and the related technology like Bard, Gemma, and all those things. So I basically work on instruction tuning, reasoning, factuality, and many of the things I think Kusumlata madam mentioned, like creating instruction data, self-instruct, training models, and I did some fundamental contributions there, started some new areas. I think we started instruction tuning 3 years back in 2021. And before Google, I spent some time at Allen Institute for AI and Microsoft Research. And yeah, so nice to see. I mostly focus on like how can models become, say, like do some really intelligent task, like say, can it solve a complex math problem, which mathematicians cannot solve, a complex coding problem, or how can we build super intelligence, like those kind of stuff using language model. That is my main focus at this point. And yeah, so Honorable Vice Chancellor, Registrar of KIIT is here. I'm also I stay pretty near to KIIT. My house is actually in Patia. It's like, well, it's pretty near to KIIT, and I visit KIIT regularly every time I go to India. I had a talk in January this year, and yeah, hope to see you guys next time I visit. Yeah, so I think this is a pretty good initiative. Want to see more progress in Odia language, and I'm happy to support in whatever way I can. And so for the students who are joining, definitely, I think you are privileged to get this experience. This is a very good time to work in generative AI, AI in general. Not only the job aspect, but also the future and career growth, and the research aspect. You can do a lot. I also want to see more participation in the international forums, like the top tier conferences. Want to see that more in the future. Like recently I came from ICLR, with like new rips, ICML, all these top conferences. We want our people to be there and represent Odia language. So one advice for the students is definitely focus on basics. Like it's important to have the basics strong. So make sure that you go through the basics well and stay up to date with the world. It's very difficult because these things change very quickly. Every day there is something new. So one advice, if I can give you, is try to join some Twitter or something like that, where you follow the right people and they post the papers, because by the time it gets published in conference, it's a while. Things get outdated pretty quickly. So every day the things changes. So make sure you join that, and I think you will thank me later how much it helps to stay up to date. And good luck with that. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer, or feel free to contact me. In my details are there in my website, or you can just ping me in Twitter. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Saru. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Mishra, for your enlightening words. Now I welcome Professor Dr. Jnanaranjan Mohanty, the Registrar at KIIT DU, India, to address us. Professor Mohanty has been instrumental in advancing the institution's educational standard and fostering a culture of excellence.
Yeah, thank you. Namaskar to all. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Saranjit Singh, all the esteemed members present here, Dr. Shantipriya Parida, the Senior AI Scientist, Professor Satyaranjan Das, my colleague, the Professor in School of Computer Application, Professor Kalyan Malini Sahu, the Professor Linguistic and Actives University, RS France, and Mr. V. Venkat Giri, the CTO, KIIT Bhubaneswar, just will be Dr. Swarup Mishra, the research scientist from Google DeepMind, USA, just talked before me. And Dr. Kusum Lata, the researcher, OdiaGenAI, also Ms. Sanskruti Mishra, and all the esteemed speakers from different premier institutes and industries present here will be participate as speaker, as well as all the participants from different institutes. As they mentioned that 500, more than 500 participants are there, and from not only from KIIT, from NIT, IIIT, IIT, and so on. And all my esteemed colleagues from KIIT University, those who are present here, and your students. A very good morning to all of you. I'm privileged to be part of this inaugural ceremony of the 3-day Generative AI workshop. The title, Empowering Indic Languages Through Generative AI, organized by our School of Computer Applications in collaboration with OdiaGenAI. So on behalf of the university, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome all the participants. Also my honor to welcome all the esteemed speakers and organizers of this workshop. I convey my sincere gratitude to all of them, to all the speakers for volunteering themselves to be the resource person in this workshop, as I heard from the organizers. So it is also my pleasure to welcome all the participants. Those are faculties, researchers in this field, and students, and also those who are working or have joined in this workshop. I also offer my sincere regards to the member of Open Generative AI for collaborating with our university to organize this workshop. I can say that because here, when we collaborate with OdiaGenAI AI to organize this workshop, and as Professor Satya mentioned that it is free of cost, and it is free of cost because for the benefit of the researchers, for benefits of the developers in this field, because it will help them to create innovative AI-driven solutions and be part of the future language technology in this Indic language ecosystem. So I can say this is a very good initiative. So I'd like to thank Dr. Satya, my colleague, for this initiation, because he's doing research since last 1 decade in this field and very keen, and always collaborating with different professors from different institutes and also collaborators from different labs. So I'd like to thank him. And also I'm very happy to learn that the workshop will feature not only expert talks and post presentation, but also some quiz on GenAI, demo presentations, panel discussions, and as well as the hands-on session, which is very much required, and those led by the industry experts in the field of AI and linguistics. And the topics which they want to cover, which I have seen, it's natural language processing, which is required for this Gen AI, as well as machine translations, language generations, with a specific focus on application tailored to Indic languages. I've seen the speakers will speak on fundamentals of generative AI, large language models. So this is required for this. My dear participants, because I can say this workshop is very much relevant for all of you. I advise all of you to take the workshop seriously and make most of this course and engage with materials whichever given in this workshop, and also interact with the experts, ask questions. I can say actively participates in the discussion session. This is required, then only you will understand and apply the knowledge you gain through this hands-on session or exercises, or I can say the assignments given to you by the concerned resource person. I'm sure this will be an exciting experience for all of you who are joining or participating in this workshop for the next 3 days or 2 days. And regarding my university, because dear friends, because KIIT University has created an ecosystem for research and innovation. The university has fine infrastructure for high-end research, both in terms of physical facilities such as laboratories, reference literatures, online literatures, and computing capabilities, and competent and dedicated faculty member, I can say, for quality teaching and research. And on this occasion also, I would like to request Professor Satyaranjan Das that he also, if he wants, you can submit a proposal. If any, to engage or for this to continue this research, for this collaboration, if any high-end computing systems or process required, then we are with you, or we'll give our university will give you the full support. And the university is also known for creating social impact in the society, because it is known as humanity and university known for humanity and compassion. Already Professor Satya mentioned all of it, because this is all due to our honorable founder, KIIT and KIIS, Professor Dr. Achyut Samanth. Because of him, the university has created this ecosystem. So once again, I would like to welcome all the participants, and I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to all the experts, resource person of this workshop. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Over to Sanskrit.
Thank you, Professor Mahanti. Next, we have the Vice Chancellor of KIIT University, Dr. Saranjit Singh, to share his thoughts. Professor Singh's leadership has been pivotal in steering KIIT University towards a global recognition and excellence in education. Over to you, Dr. Saranjit Singh.
Thank you, Sanskriti, and thank you everyone on the virtual inauguration event today happening for a 3 days workshop on Gen AI in association with OdiaGenAI initiative as well. First of all, let me thank this initiative, OdiaGenAI, because I bumped against it a couple of days before when Professor Satya came to my office and he said that this is the event which has been organized. I was not been aware of this initiative. So kudos to all the members, first of all, who have thought and put their mind together that probably something of this sort can be done, which can create platforms for the young minds and the young learners across India for sure, but at the same time, targeting young minds, especially from the state of Odisha, to be a part of this disruptive technology changes which is happening on the marketplace. So I'm extremely happy. Very honorable Dean of the School of Computer Application, Professor Veena Goswamiji, who is also present here, including my dear colleague from the same school and at the same time working at the central level with us, Professor Gyan Ranjan Mohanty, the registrar of KIIT deemed to be university, and all the esteemed members who were there on the virtual inauguration meet today, starting from Mr. V. Venkatgiri, a close friend and a CTO from KFintech, who has also worked in Google for a long time, Professor Kalyan Malini Sahuji from France, Dr. Sarup Mishraji from Google, and good to know that Sarup comes from the same region where we are situated. So it was good to e-connect and hear Dr. Swaroop and all the esteemed faculty members, including Dr. Satya Ranjan Das, who is the brain behind this 3-day workshop, including what I can see, some of the star speakers and facilitators for these 3 days. Professor Dilip Prasad from University of Norway, Dr. Shantipriya Parida, Professor Onje Bosar, Mr. Ravi Teja Disetti, Chandan Pani, Nirant Kashiwal, Dr. Sunayana Sitaram, Mr. Gunit Singh Kohli, and so on. I'm extremely happy that you have all given your consent to be a part of this activity, and I was really delighted to know that more than 500 enthusiasts and participants have joined this workshop. It is really, really very heartening to see that the young people are understanding the importance of this disruptive technology, which is very much is an in thing today. So what I always tell my colleagues here is there are certain changes in technologies which happen so fast that certain technologies which are in today becomes a commodity next day, and which is not a commodity but or not a in thing or a future technology becomes a in thing maybe in few span of time. So I'm sure the Gen AI, which is still in a very, very, I don't know, in a formative stage, I might be wrong to comment in that, but a lot of research, a lot of buzz is around it. And the shift which has been happening from traditional AI to Gen AI, it has been noticed by the researchers here from this part of the country is something which is very overwhelming. For me, as far as AI, a traditional AI or Gen AI is concerned, which every one of you will agree that it is going to and it is disrupting the marketplace, whether it is with respect to the creation of jobs, whether it is been with respect to disappearance of certain jobs, whether it is with respect to automation of certain jobs, or you consider any particular sector, the application is so huge that there is no any sector which has been left by its impact. And being the Vice Chancellor of such a university, we have to also understand, and many faculty members are also listening to me today, that education as a sector is also getting disrupted by this Industry 4.0 technologies, especially AI and Gen AI, which is going to be the thing right now today. If you look today from the marketplace point of view also, if I consider some of the white papers published by Bloomberg, now Bloomberg says that by 2032, this marketplace will reach close to $1.3 trillion. And that is what has been projected for Gen AI and prompt engineering. Right now, there are certain articles which is saying that some of the top 500 companies, as per different type of listings, 40% of them, they have been very much investing in Gen AI. In India also, this trend has started and it's a good thing. Now, coming back to the education side, what probably is going to have the impact and what probably is going to the changes which we are going to expect because of AI and Gen AI coming in? I feel number one, the education will become very customized. It will become very tailor-made, because right now, KIIT University, I'll say that we have been a very agile organization with respect to adopting changes and adopting technology from the marketplace. We adopted certain platforms a decade back in the system, where we use those platforms to get our students all born on those platforms, and we are using those platforms with a lot of analytics into it to look into the preparedness of students with respect to the corporate opportunities. So I don't want to use the word placements or training and placements, but the companies which comes in, including companies like which are in the FANG companies also, well, the best of the companies like Facebook or Amazon and so on and so on. Now they have a typical process by which they test the students through online tests and subsequent rounds of interviews. Now, we wanted that when we are handling a large number of students, how can we do it on an automated way to a large extent? And then we create those small groups or those small buckets where we can understand and cluster those candidates and students basis their aspirations, basis their performance, and the curated assessments and the preparedness initiatives can be designed and given to those students in that fashion. Now, this was something very high those days when we were thinking about 10 years back. But successfully, we introduced one platform, and today that platform has gone through multiple revisions and versions, and we have been doing it. Now, my take here is, and all faculty members who are there on the call will understand, and even the students will have to understand that these platforms, now when they will be supported by AI and GenAI, the personalized way of meeting the aspirations of the candidates by churning out the data, which will be based on different kinds of assessments, different kinds of proof of works, different kind of projects which they will be doing, and their performances all will be captured and will be given to them. Now, this is what is going to bring the technology change happening in the current scenario, and maybe down the line, 5 years, 10 years, we will have to be very much there adopting such technologies, creating those curated contents and experiences to the candidates. Now, at the same time, faculty also think that when such technologies and such platforms are coming into picture, what is their role? Is teachers going to vanish from the marketplace? It's a debatable issue, but I always feel that it is not going to happen in that fashion. There will be, you can say, a role of a teacher to play, because I call it a classically analog versus digital experience. So we have seen even during COVID lockdown that everything was online, but at the same time, when the things got normalized, the companies have been asking employees to come back, whatever may be the overhead cost which they have saved even in the lockdown time. And they're saying that, no, we want people to be back, maybe in pro rota basis or maybe in full-time basis. Even the students who were there glued with the handheld devices, smart devices, doing all online education, whatever experience they carried, they felt that probably analog experience of being in the campus, meeting people physically, cannot be replaced completely digitally. So this is a very classical analog versus digital thing. But then digital is now in, and we cannot run away from that. So my suggestion to all the teachers is that you are not going to have a vanishing act here. Your role as a teacher will change, because education 4.0, education 5.0 will come in with the advent of this technology. So what is your role? Your role will be more like a mentor's. And education anywhere, anytime is what probably is going to happen. And in that case, you have to come up to the level of expectation of the students where you can able to mentor them, and it will not be a more chalk and talk kind of and within the four walls of classrooms. It will be a very blurred boundaries within the classrooms and beyond the classrooms. So these are the changes going to happen, and I'm sure you have to keep this in mind. Another thing which I feel so has been a concern is, see, every technology or everything has it's just like a two-face of coin. So there is a brighter side and then there is a darker side as well. So the darker side of this all tech, I'm sure in this workshop, you must also discuss about how this AI and Gen AI should be used responsibly. And whatever technology you teach in this workshop, make people also understand and go through some of the white papers which are available with this best of the best companies like Facebook, Google, Alphabet, and Netflix and so on in their websites, or maybe the best of the educational institutions like Stanford and MITs of the world, where they have got a lot of material which they have published on their website on the responsive use of AI and responsive use of maybe Gen AI and prompt engineering. Now, because the plagiarism, the cheating, the copying, this all may come in a big way. And last 3-4 months, I've been a constant touch and talk with my people here in this university, where people who have been involved in implementing NEP, bringing in changes in the syllabus, I suggested them that why don't you bring in a subject on AI and use of AI and Gen AI to write technical papers and technical writing. So people were been like extremely surprised that it is coming from a vice chancellor which is new in the system, and probably he is not understanding. This will lead to a lot of lot of copyright copying and so on. But then I said that, but please check into some of those universities which have adopted this, but then they have made the SOPs very clear that how they are going to use it. And I gave one of the example of Stanford University. Out of many options which Stanford gave, Stanford said one solution to it. They said that let the student use ChatGPTs of the world and the platforms and write the assignments, write the assessments, whatever they are undergoing. But then for that particular activity, you need to have questions prepared by faculty members only on the report which they are submitting. So let the faculty member also go through the report which student has submitted using these platforms. And the question has to be pertaining to that which they have written. And let the students also go through the report and answer those questions. And all the marks for that particular activity, maybe it's a quiz or assessments or assignments, should be only based on that Viva Voce exam. 100% marks on Viva Voce exam, maybe for 5 marks. And let's say there are 3 or 4 or 5 such activities happening. So entire marks should be on Viva Voce, and the Viva Voce question should be designed based on the report people have generated, and let the faculty and the student both in toto go through the report properly. Now, what will this help? This will take the learnings of both teacher and the students to a next orbit. Because you use the technology, you submitted something, and probably if you have not read it properly or understood it properly, we'll make you to go through it, and even the teacher will also go through it. But these are some of those solutions which institutions have given. I'm sure this all will make a lot of sense to people who are hearing today on the call on this inaugural meet. I again wish all the best to all the participants to have a mesmerizing 3 days for the this particular workshop which has been planned. Kudos to School of Computer Application, KIIT, deemed to be universities, and especially Professor Satyaranjan Das, who has conceived this along with OdiaGenAI. I'm sure there are a lot of other things which can be done around OdiaGenAI initiative as well. The companies like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google, Alphabet of the world, which we call as FANG, how that initiative, the cutting edge research happening on those companies to be brought in here. I was been talking with people like, there's a guy called Pranav Khaitan, who is a distinguished engineer. Yesterday, I spoke to him. He's in Apple. He was a long time former director engineering at Google US at Santa Clara. Even one of my brother is also there, working in his same team. He was with A9.com and earlier for a long time, and now with Google. So I'm just trying to get some feelers from there that how probably these companies who are at a cutting edge of the research, that research can be translated to initiatives like maybe OdiaGenAI and so on. So I only will request maybe sometime whenever Professor Satya feels, the people who are at the helm of affairs and the office bearers of OdiaGenAI, a meeting may be convened, and I would like to have a discussion with them. So with this, I thank all the people who have made it a point to come on call today on this inauguration meet, taking time from your busy schedule, and will be also taking time from your schedules for the next 3 days, including today. And they are at the helm of affairs, what I can see, some of the best names. Thank you everyone for making it convenient and making us proud. With this, I thank the organizers to calling me and for a very patient listening to everyone. Thank you all, and have a good day ahead and a good workshop.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, over to Sanskrit.
Thank you, Professor Singh, for encouraging words. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Satyaranjan Das for presenting the video from OdiaGenAI.
Okay, thank you everyone. So whatever Dr. Kusumlata explained, what are the initiative we have done, we have made one small video on it. So kindly let me share. Thank you. Thank you. Now over to Sanskriti. So she is going to give the vote of thanks. Then we'll end.
So good morning, everyone, again. So as we conclude this inspiring welcome inaugural session of our workshop, Empowering Indic Languages Through Generative AI, I would like to take this opportunity to extend a heartfelt thanks to everyone who has contributed to the success of today's session. First and foremost, I would like to express our gratitude to our speakers, Dr. Shanti Priya Parida for his insightful welcome address, Dr. Satyaranjan Das for his valuable insights and contributions to AI research, Dr. Kusumlata for enlightening about OdiaGenAI initiative, Mr. Venkatagiri for his valuable insight into AI vision and strategy and the significant role of technology in quant, Professor Kalyan Malini Sau for her extensive research and knowledge in Indic languages, Dr. Swarup Mishra for his enlightening words of instruction tuning, Dr. Gnanaranjan Mahathi for his address and advancing the educational standards of KIIT, Professor Saranjit Singh for his encouraging words and his leadership. I would like to thank all our organization from the School of Computer Application at KIIT for their dedicated efforts for putting together this remarkable event. And last but not the least, I would like to thank all the participants for their active engagement and enthusiasm. Your patience and participation is what makes the workshop wonderful. As we look forward to next few days of learning and enriching discussions, I hope you all have a pleasant morning and come back refreshed for further insightful sessions. Thank you once again. Have a great day ahead. Ms. Sanskriti Mishra, your session signing off.
So now the time to end the meeting with one KIIT anthem as our tradition to end with the KIIT anthem. Let us just stand up for the KIIT anthem. And
आओ मिलकर गाएंगे KIIT महान है, कीट वक्त का अभिमान और देश की पहचान, लिए हुए झंडा उसका पल पल बढ़ते जाएंगे, आओ मिलकर गाएंगे। कीट विद्या का है संस्थान, विद्या सबसे है महान, है ईश्वर का ये वरदान, प्यारा कीट हमारी जान, खाते हुए उसकी कसम करमवीर बन जाएंगे, आओ मिलकर गाएंगे। कीट ज्ञान का है भंडार और मोतियन का एक हार, ये विज्ञान का है पुहार, यहाँ प्यार की है बहार, कीट एक प्यारा गुलशन है, इसमें हम खिल जाएंगे, इसमें हम खिल जाएंगे, विद्या की सब शाखाओं का ये अनोखा संगम है, देश विदेश के छात्रों का मिलन से हम सब एक है, साविद्याया विमुक्तये का नारा हम लगाएंगे, गीत कीट के गाएंगे, गीत कीट के गाएंगे।
thanks to all, one and all present here. Now meeting is going to end. Again, we'll meet at 11:30. I think Sanskriti, am I right? Okay then. Thank you very much. Now meeting is going to be end. This session is going to be.